The 2026 tour with Poison has not been confirmed. This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison, and despite previously speculation, it's due to a lack of agreement with their lead vocalist Bret Michaels. Rikki Rockett's always talking the press about a lot of shit. He talks politics and all that, but getting into what he had to say, he stated while CC and Bobby agreed to a contract, Michaels has not, and as previously said, he wouldn't be touring with the band in 2025 to focus on his health, and he mentioned that he himself and Bret Michaels do not talk to each other. Interesting. Then this stuff's been going around with beef of band members here and there, so Rockett said the tour isn't happening because Michaels hasn't agreed to the offers, even though the other band members have. And then lack of communication where Rikki Rockett has stated he and Michaels aren't speaking. And Rockett even said early that the 2025 tour wasn't happening because Michaels didn't want to and didn't want to get it booked. So that's what's been going on. He's blaming Bret Michaels they're talking about Rock, and he says him and Bret Michaels haven't spoken in a few years, or in his own words, Bret and himself don't talk, unfortunately, and it's a shame, honestly. So we get bits and pieces of stuff. So how the hell does the band go on tour? Definitely at this point, Mr. Morrison feels it's about the money, and he goes on to say that fans shouldn't expect the 2026 tour in celebration of Look What the Cat Dragged in turning 40, not because there were no offers, because Michaels has never responded to any of it. And he's set the record straight as far as Poison. At this time, there was nothing on the books for 2026 40th anniversary tour. And he said months ago, when they got presented a contract from Live Nation to go on tour in 2026, CC, Bobby, and himself agreed. They thought it was great. The money was great. We took the lay of the land looked great. And then Bret looked at it and has not agreed to anything. So that's where they're literally at. Which especially is insane considering that the 2022 tour sold 1.3 million tickets and raked in a cool 173.5 million. But gotta remember, you were on a stadium tour with Motley Crue and Def Leppard and whoever else was on. I think Joan Jett was on. So it's not like the demand for a Poison show isn't there. More from your relatives with back tattoos and Ollie David shirts. But hey, an audience is an audience. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else out to subscribe. We thank you very much for all the continued love, honor, and support. It is really appreciated. This has been in the press for a couple of days. I was just waiting to see if any stories developed before I decided to talk about it. But no, 2026 tour with Poison has been confirmed. It's coming according to Mr. Rikki Rockett. But do you think Poison is going to go on tour in 2026, friends? Will people care? Will they not care? It's obvious that band members in this band don't really get along if you're reading stuff like this. Your thoughts, friends? Shame, shame, shame.